In this lecture we are going to see the more definitions. So first definition is walk. A walk in a graph G is a finite sequence like that. W is equals to, W means walk. W is equals to V0 E1 V1 E2 V2 up to Vk minus 1 Ek and Vk, right, whose terms are alternatively vertices and edges such that for 1 is less than equals to I is less than equals to k, the edge Ei has ends Vi minus 1 and Vi. Thus, each edge Ei is immediately preceded and succeeded by the two vertices with which it is incident, right. So, the definition of walk is here like that. We start from some vertex. Let us start from V0, right. So we start from V0 E1 V1 E2 V2 up to Vk minus 1 Ek and Vk. So whose terms are? The terms of walk are the alternative vertices and edges. That means there is a vertex, then after that vertex there is an edge, right. After that edge there is again a vertex. So we know that every vertex has two endpoints, right. So like that if we start from vertex V1, so we get an edge E1 and also we get its endpoints of this edge E1 is V1. Like that if we continue like that, V1 E2 V2 up to dot dot Vk minus 1 Ek Vk, right. So here the edge Ei, right, Ei running from 1 to k. Each edge Ei is immediately preceded and succeeded by the two vertices, right. So we know that every edge has two endpoints like that. If we draw this edge, right, E1, right, here V0 and V1. So E1 has two endpoints. One is preceded and second is succeeded, right. So next concept is we say that the above walk W is a V0 Vk, right. So if we talk here, because the walk start from V0, therefore we say the walk from V0 to Vk, because we end this walk at Vk, right. So we say that the above walk W is a V0 to Vk walk, or a walk from V0 to Vk. The vertex V0 is called the origin of the walk W, right. Here look at here. If you observe, we start from V0. The V0 is a first vertex of walk. Therefore, we call V0 as origin of the walk, right? And Vk is called the terminus of W, right? And we end at Vk here, right? Therefore, end vertex of this walk is Vk, right? Therefore, we call Vk as terminus of W. Note that. Here is a note, like V0 and Vk need not be distinct, right. Here, for example, if you start, we have the graph like this, right. So here V0 E1 V2 E2 V3 E3 V4 E4 V5 E5, right. Here the walk is V0 E1 V2 E2 V3 E3 V4 E4 V5 E5 and V0, right. Here look at this, we start from V0 and also we ends at V0. Therefore the starting vertex and end vertex is same. So there is not necessary that V0 and Vk same, right. Distinct. Therefore, note that V0 and Vk need not be distinct. And the vertices V1, V2 up to Vk minus 1 are called the internal vertices, because these vertices lies in between V0 and Vk, right. So the number of edges in the walk is called the length of W, right. So in a walk there are here, if we observe here in a walk W, here V0 E1 V1 E2 V2 up to Vk minus 1 Ek Vk. There are k edges, right, here E1 E2 up to E3 up to dot dot Ek. Therefore, the length of this walk W is K, right? So, if there are 5 edges in a walk, then the length of this walk is 5, right? So, in a walk, there may be repetition of vertices and edges. Note that in a walk, there is not necessary the vertices and edges are different. So, there may be edges and vertices repeated, right? So, and in a trivial walk is one containing no edge. Trivial walk means like this. This is a trivial walk because it contains no edge. Let us take an example. With this example, you will understand better. Here, we have the graph G. In a graph G, there are vertices V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5, right? And there are edges E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8, E9 and E10. There are 10 edges and how many vertices are there? There are 5 vertices, right? So, here we have the walk W1, right? W1 is a walk. W1 is start from V1 here. Start from here. V1, E1, V2, E5, E3, sorry, V3, E10, V3, E5, V2, E3, V5, like that here. V1, the walk start from V1. V1 here, E1, V2 here, V1, E1, V2, right? Here, E5, then V3, then E10, here, E10 again V3, right? Because there is a loop. So, loop start from V3 and ends on V3. So, after V3, there is an edge E5 here. This edge E5, next vertex is V2. Again, the vertex V2 is repeated, right? And the next edge is E3 and the vertex is V5, right? So, this is a walk from V1 to V5, right? Here, V1 to V5. So, there is repetition of the vertex. Which vertex repeated? V3, right? And also V3 is and also V2 is also repeated, right? So, there are edges. Is there any edge which is repeated? Let us check. E1, E5, E10, E5 here. The edge E5 is also repeated. So, in a walk there may be edge and vertex repeated, right? So, we take second walk W2 here. W2 is also start from V1, then E1, V2 again, E1, V1 again, E1, V2, right? So, and the here W1 and W2, W1 and W2 are both walks of length 5 and 3 respective. Here, the length of the W1 is how many edges are there? 1. E1, E5, E10, E5, E3, right? We know that here E5 is repeated. Here E5 is repeated. Still we count it twice, right? So, there are edges 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Therefore, the length of the W1 is 5 and the length of W2 is 1, 2 and 3, right? So, here the edge E1 is repeated in 3 times, right? So, we count the edge 3 times. Therefore, the length of the walk W is 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Given two vertices U and V of a graph G, a UV walk is called closed or open depending on whether U is equals to V or U is not equals to V, right? So, here the concept of the closed walk and open walk, right? If the given two vertices U and V in a graph G, right? So, if there is an walk from U to V, the vertex V, right? If the walk is closed when U is equals to V, that means the starting vertex and the end vertex is same, then this walk will become closed. And if U is not equals to V, that means the starting vertex is not equals to the end vertex, that means both vertices are different, then the walk will becomes open, right? So, we have seen in previous example here W1, right? in this example here. W1, the walk W1 is start from V1, right? V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E10, V3, E5, V2, E3 and V5. Here this walk is start from V1 and ends on V5. So V1 is not equals to V5 here. V1 is here and V5 is here. So V1 is not equals to V5. Therefore this walk W1 is open, right? And in second example W2, the walk is start from V1 and ends on V2 here. Therefore V1 is not equals to V2. Therefore this walk is also open. Let us take an example of closed walk. Let us see the example of closed walk here. We take the walk W3 which is start from V1, E2, V2, E4, E4, V4 and E8, V3, E9 and V1, right? Here W3 is V1, E2, V2, E4, V4, E8, V3 and E9, V1. This walk start from V1 and also end on V1. Therefore this walk is closed walk. So the next definition is trail, right? So if the edges E1, E2 up to EK of the walk W, here W is the walk, start from V0, right? V0, E1, V1, E2, V2, EK, VK are distinct, then W is called a trail. Trail means a walk in which no edges will repeated here. In other words, a trail is a walk in which no edge is repeated, right? So simple definition is here, and we have seen the examples of walk W1 and W2. In the W1 walk, the both are not W1 and W2 both are not trail, because the edges the edge E5 is repeated in W1 and E1 is repeated in W2. Let us see. Here if you observe the walk W1, right? So W1 is V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E10, V3, E5, V2, E3 and V5. In this walk there is an edge E5, right? So E5 is repeated. Therefore W1 is not a trail, because definition of trail is a walk in which no edge is repeated, right? Similarly in W2 there is an edge is repeated in three times, right? Therefore W2 is also not a trail. But here if we observe in walk W3 is a walk start from V1, E2, V2, E4, V4, E8, V3, E9 and V1. There is no edge which is repeated. Therefore this walk will become trail, right? So W is a trail because in W3 there is no edge is repeated. Next definition is path. If the vertices V0, V1, V up to Vk of the walk W are distinct, then W is called a path. Path means a walk in which no vertex repeated, right? A path with, right? So a path with n vertices is denoted by Pn. Right? The notation of the path with n vertices is Pn, and Pn has n length n minus 1. If there are n vertices, then the length of this path is n minus 1. Path is what? Path is a walk in which no vertex is repeated. That means all vertices are distinct, right? Here W is a walk in which V0, E1, V1, E2, V2 up to EK, VK are distinct, then W is called a path. For example, here the W4 is a walk and it starts from V2 here. So V2, E4, V4, E8, V3, E7, V5, E6 and V1. In this walk there is no vertex which is repeated, and if you observe, if the no one vertex is repeated, then automatically no edge will also repeated. So a path is a definition like there is a walk in which no vertex and edge are repeated, right? So here the path is V2, V4, V3 and V5, V1, right? This is a path. Here W1 is W1 path? No, because V3, the vertex V3 is repeated, and also W2. W2 is also not a path because the vertex V1 and V2 are vertices V1 and V2 are repeated. If we observe the definition of trail and path, right? In a definition of path means there is no, in a path a walk in which no vertex is repeated, right? So if the vertex is not repeated, that means the edge is also not repeated. And the definition of walk means trail means a walk in which no edge repeated. So we can say that every path is trail because in a path no edge repeated, right? So therefore every path is trail, but converse is not true in general because there may be in a trail vertex may be repeated, right? So here we have seen the example of trail is W2, W3, right? Here W3, V1, V2, V4, V3, V1, right? Here the vertex is repeated, therefore W3 is not a path. So every path is trail, but converse is not true in general. And also every path is walk, but converse is not true in general. Now the next definition is cycle. A non-trivial closed trail in a graph G is called a cycle if its origin and the internal vertices are distinct, right? So the cycle means the trail. Which trail? The trail should be closed. That means the origin and the terminus of the trail is same, right? That means the starting vertex of the trail and the end vertex of the trail is same. So non-trivial closed trail in a graph G is called a cycle if its origin and the internal vertices are distinct. That means the origin of the trail, that means the starting vertex and the end vertex of the trail and the internal vertices. Internal vertices mean the vertices between the origin, right? For example, if we take the trail here, this one, right? So here V1, V2, V3 and V4, right? So here this, if we make a trail V1, V2, V3, V4 and V1, right? So this trail is closed because the starting and the end vertex of this trail is V1, right? Which is equal, and the internal vertices are V2, V3 and V4, which are also distinct. Therefore this closed trail is cycle, right? If we want to see in details, that means in details the closed trail C is equals to V1, V2, V3 up to ... Vn and again V1. That means the closed trail, right? Here we have given that the closed, that means the starting vertex and the end vertex should be same. This is a closed trail is a cycle if first condition is C has at least one edge, right? For the cycle the trail must have the at least one cycle, one edge, and the V1, V2 up to Vn are n distinct vertices. That means there should not be the repeated vertex and also there should not be repeated edges, right? So a cycle of length k, that is with k edges, is called a k cycle. In a cycle, if we observe in a cycle, the number of vertices and the number of edges are same, right? So the length of the cycle k is length of the cycle is k, that is with k edges. That means the number of edges is the length of the cycle, right? And this cycle is called the k cycle, right? If the cycle have length k, then this cycle is called k cycle. A k cycle is called odd or even depending on whether k is odd or even. If the length of cycle is even, then the cycle is called even cycle, and the cycle of length is odd, then the cycle is called the odd cycle. For example, here a 3 cycle is called a triangle. 3 cycle means 3 vertices and 3 edges. Here V1, V2 and V3. We start from V1 V2, V3 and we end on V1. Therefore, this is a 3 cycle because the length of the cycle is 3. Number of edges and number of vertices are 3. Next, the clearly 2 cycles of a same length are isomorphic, right? Here, a meaning of this sentence is 2 cycles of same length, right? 2 cycles of same length are isomorphic. Here, for example, if we have the 4 cycle, right? How we can draw the 4 cycle? Here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The cycle is start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and end on 1. And also we can draw this. These two are 4 cycle because the length of this cycle is also 4 and also length of this cycle is 4. But these two graphs are isomorphic because the number of vertices are 4, number of edges are also 4, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And degree of all vertices are 2. Here degree of 1, degree of 2, degree of 3, degree of 4 are 2. And here also degree of 1, degree of 2, degree of 4, degree of 3 are also 2. Therefore, these both are isomorphic. That means any 2 cycle of the same length are isomorphic. An n cycle, that is a cycle with n vertices, is denoted by Cn, right? That means the cycle, if we have the cycle n cycle, that means there are n vertices or n edges, right? This cycle is denoted by Cn. This is symbol for the cycle with n vertices. For example, here V1, V2, V3, V4 and Vn. V1 is a 4 cycle in a graph G. Here we have the graph G and how many vertices are there? 5 vertices, right? V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5 and number of edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? The number of edges are 8. Now, in a graph G, V1, V2, V3, V4 and V1. This is a 4 cycle because there are 4 vertices and 4 edges. Therefore, length of the cycle is 4. If we take another trail, T is equals to V1, V2, V1 to V2, V2 to V5, right? V5 to V3, V3 to V4 and V4 to V5 and V5 to V1 is a non-trivial closed trail which is not a cycle, right? This is a non-trivial trail. V1, V2, V5, V3, V4, V5 and V1. The trail is start from V1 and ends on V1, right? Therefore, this is a closed trail and non-trivial. But this is not a cycle because the vertex V5 is repeated, right? Therefore, T is not a cycle, which is trail but not a cycle because V5 occurs twice as the internal vertex, right? Here we have the note that a loop is just a one cycle. If, for example, this is an loop, here P1, this is a loop E1, right? And also this is a cycle because the starting vertex and end vertex is same, right? Therefore, and the length of the cycle is 1 because there is one edge and also one vertex. And also given a pair of parallel edges E1 and E2 with distinct end vertices V1 and V2, we can form a cycle V1, E1, V2, E2, V1 of length 2. That is, for example, here the vertex V1, vertex V2, E1 and E2, right? The vertex V1 and the vertex V2, edge E1 and E2. These both are parallel edges and we can also form a cycle like this V1, E1, V2, E2 and V1, right? V1, E1, V2, E2, V1. Vertices are also different and edges are also different. Internal vertices are, that means and starting vertex and end vertex is also same. Therefore, this is a cycle of length 2 because the number of vertices 2 and also number of edges also 2.